Okay, so for that question, why did gold drop today? So just today, it's Tuesday, so gold dropped over 400 today, right? So why did gold drop? Why was the drop? I remember the idea of storyline. When you look at this level, you'd see an interesting broken gap, right? This is a gap level that was broken, and consequently, there was a bearish engulfing front on the weekly charts. That's the bearish engulfing. So we had, remember, it's a very engulfing, just already a breakout. So we had a breakout of this weekly gap level, or weekly close level. So the idea is to wait for daily rejection, right? Wait for daily rejection. So this candle, this on Friday, gave us that daily rejection. We had that drop, tapped and then dropped, right? So we tapped and then we dropped. So from the weekly, this is a weekly storyline level. So the interesting place to go to from the weekly to look for your engulfing cell, this is the H4 time frame. So on the H4, we have this beautiful engulfing form, right? So this beautiful engulfing form, the H4. And that was a very interesting area to have entered. And apart from that, we had the engulfing and then we had breakouts on the H4, right? We had the engulfing form and then we had breakouts. So this was H4 breakout level, price broke out. So what we want to do is to enter on the retracement. So, and there are many ways for you to trade retracement, okay? Some traders decide to use the Fibonacci to Fib retracement tool. So you can use your Fib retracement tool. You can target your entry from 0.61 to 0.786, right? So if you decide to use Fib retracement, you can enter at 0.61 or enter at 0.76 if you decide to use a Fib retracement. But I use something more practical than Fib retracement too. All right. So this is H4 engulfing. So the idea is to look for when the H4 engulfing do we have buy and sell imbalances, right? Because what moves the market is actually the imbalance. If there's an equilibrium in the market is not going to. So the best place to look for that is on the M30. Okay. So on the M30, oh sorry. All right. Okay. So on the M30, what do we have on the M30? So this is where we had the breakout. So the idea for me is to be able to identify areas on the M30 that price will likely use for the sell continuation. Okay, and then the first thing you want to identify is your manipulation setup. So price took this low. So you expect price to take the high also. Took the low and then took the high. Right? So and on the first run, we had the sell from this level, and then price came, tapped this last low before the main low liquidity and give us a buy. Okay. And for the buy, we are still pretty much sure that price is going to use this guy to continue the sell because this is an H4 area so wide, right? So, and I mentioned that you could use the Fibonacci tool. So there's something we call the mean threshold. The mean threshold is when we assume that yeah, an area or a zone is properly mitigated when price taps into the 50% of that zone. So we assume that proper mitigation is when price taps into the 50% area of a particular zone. So 50% area of this H4 zone is this area, right? So this will be your entry. Your stop is going to be below this low, so wide, right? It's very, very wide. But your target is super long because you'll be targeting the next low, this proper low. Why would you be targeting this low? It is an H4 engulfing that formed, and we have weekly storyline. Okay, we have weekly reject weekly. So our target is going to be the previous week's low. Okay, so I'm expecting price to take this low today, tomorrow, any other time, because it's a weekly storyline. And what validates that storyline is when price takes sell side liquidity, right? That's some SMC stuff, right? So when price takes sell side liquidity. So remember from the weekly, where did we go to? We went to the H4 chart. On the H4 chart, we saw H4 engulfing. And from that engulfing, we looked for an area of imbalance or an area of proper mitigation to trade from. And so we had to go to the M30, got our entry on the M30, and there were more entries to have taken this trade to reduce the stop loss. The stop loss is like 74 pips right now. So there are ways to take the trade and then you're able to reduce the stop loss, okay? Uh, right, so you're able to reduce stop loss, which is the best thing. Okay, if you can reduce your stop loss, you can actually maximize your profits. Okay, so that's why gold dropped today. So I'm going to catch you guys later. Have a good evening.